be prepared. This week is not like the others. October 11th marks the start of something powerful, and if you're not paying attention, you could miss it. This isn't just another moon cycle. It's a cosmic checkpoint, one that will test your energy, your emotions, and the choices you make. October is usually a time of reflection, of letting go before the year ends. But this week, that reflection won't be calm. It'll be sharp. It'll be real. And here's the truth. If you move through these days without awareness, you'll lose the messages this energy is trying to give you. The universe doesn't want perfection. It wants focus. Because right now, 8 powerful spiritual events are unfolding, each one carrying a message you can't ignore. So stay with me, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and type 777 in the comments if you're ready. The first event is already happening. The moon is changing and its energy is touching your life in many ways. This isn't just something in the sky. It's something you can feel inside. You might notice your mood change or old thoughts and memories coming back. Don't worry. The moon is helping you let go of what you don't need anymore. Spiritually, this moon phase is about cleaning your heart. It brings up hidden feelings so you can face them and heal. You might feel emotional or want quiet time. That's okay. It means you're releasing old energy. This is important now because the moon is guiding you to peace. It's not here to test you. It's here to help you grow. The second spiritual event is already touching your heart. It's an emotional reset, a time when old feelings rise so you can finally let them go. Maybe you've been pretending to be fine. Maybe you've been holding pain quietly, not wanting anyone to see it. But this energy doesn't want you to hide anymore. It's time to face what's inside with love, not fear. You might notice memories from the past coming back or suddenly feel emotional for no clear reason. That's okay. The universe is helping you release what no longer belongs in your heart. Think of it like cleaning out a closet you haven't opened in years. At first it's messy, but once you start clearing it, you feel lighter, free, and calm. That's what this week's energy is doing for you, helping your heart breathe again. The third event is about balance. Your energy is realigning. You might start to look at your life differently. Your job, your friends, your habits. Things that once felt normal may now feel heavy or out of place. That's not confusion. It's growth. Your soul is rising to a higher level, and it no longer fits where it used to. It can feel strange when the people or things around you start to shift. Maybe you feel distant from someone close to you. Maybe you don't enjoy the same things you used to. That's because your energy is tuning itself. It's like finding the right radio station. At first there's noise, but once you tune in, everything sounds clear. The same thing is happening to your life right now. You're finding your true frequency. The fourth spiritual event is about the heart. A heart awakening. This is when your feelings become stronger. You start to feel more love, more kindness, but also more sensitivity. You might cry easily or feel touched by small things, a song, a kind word, or the beauty of nature. That's not weakness. That's your heart opening again after being closed for too long. You may feel a pull to slow down, to spend more time alone, or to connect with simple things. That's your spirit reminding you what really matters. You don't need to rush. You don't need to be perfect. Just be real. Feel what's in front of you, even if it's uncomfortable, because healing starts when you stop running from your emotions and finally listen to them. This week is all about awareness, about understanding what your heart truly wants and what your soul is ready to release. The universe isn't testing you. It's guiding you to become lighter, calmer, and stronger. Every emotion that rises has a message. Every moment of silence has meaning. The fifth event is a shift in personal clarity, an energy that asks you to see your life through sharper eyes than usual. Imagine standing at the edge of a quiet lake at sunrise. The water's still but reflecting every detail perfectly. That is the kind of clarity this event brings. A mirror not of vanity but of truth, of what has been hidden beneath layers of distraction, comfort, and habit. It is not always easy to confront what emerges. You might realize that some relationships have subtly worn you down, or that certain routines you once relied on are no longer serving your growth. Yet this event doesn't arrive to create panic. It arrives like a calm wind guiding leaves along their path, inviting you to notice what drifts and what remains firmly rooted. The energy of this fifth event can make you feel the need to pause, to reconsider your steps. You might find yourself questioning daily choices you previously accepted without thought. Perhaps you notice where you've given your energy to freely, where you've let small irritations accumulate into larger frustrations, or where you've stayed silent when your voice could have shifted the dynamic. The clarity you receive now is an invitation, not a demand. It's the universe whispering that your perception of your own life can expand, that a small shift in awareness can ripple outward into meaningful transformation. Spiritually, this clarity acts as a guidepost. Think of it as a compass pointing toward your authentic path. When you pay attention, the directions it offers are subtle but undeniable. They might appear as moments of recognition, sudden insight, or an inner nudge toward choices that feel aligned with your true self. The symbolic message of this fifth event is that clarity is a gift. It is the light that reveals the shape of what you truly need to nurture, protect, or release. When you honor this energy, you begin to navigate life with intention rather than drift aimlessly. Emotionally, this event can stir sensitivity, but not in a harmful way. It creates a space to reconcile your inner world with external circumstances. You may notice a wave of recognition of what you've tolerated, what you've ignored, and what you've overlooked. It is a gentle force urging you to act with honesty and kindness toward yourself. This is not a call to perfection or immediate action. Rather, it's a moment to acknowledge your own patterns, to mark the areas where growth is possible, and to commit slowly to change that feels natural and sustainable. The guidance of this fifth event is simple in principle, but profound in impact. It asks you to reflect daily, to take small steps in alignment with what feels authentic. If a relationship or situation feels draining, consider setting new boundaries. If your personal energy is scattered, practice intentional focus on one task or goal at a time. If creativity has been dormant, allow yourself space to explore ideas freely, like a painter stepping back from the canvas. This is a chance to see the full picture of your life and make adjustments that feel true to your core. The sixth event is a shift in connection and influence, a moment where your interactions with others take on deeper resonance. Imagine standing in a room where every conversation carries weight, every look holds meaning, and every gesture has the potential to ripple outward. That is the energy this event brings. It's subtle yet profound, influencing both the way you relate to others and the energy you carry in shared spaces. You may notice people around you responding differently, whether with warmth, honesty, or tension. This is not coincidence. This energy is guiding you to recognize patterns in your relationships, to see who uplifts you and who subtly drains you. This sixth event encourages reflection on how you influence others and how they influence you. Think of yourself as a lens. The energy you emit can brighten the spaces you occupy, or it can refract tension back onto you. The energy you emit can brighten the spaces you occupy, or it can refract tension back onto you. This is a moment to practice awareness in communication. Consider your words carefully, your tone, and the attention you give. You are not responsible for everyone else's energy, but you can choose how much you absorb and how much you reflect with clarity and intention. Spiritually, this event is about the dance of energy between people. It emphasizes reciprocity and alignment. If certain connections feel heavy or misaligned, this is an opportunity to reassess, to release without guilt, or to reframe boundaries. The symbolic meaning is clear. Energy flows where attention goes. By consciously choosing your focus, you influence not only your emotional environment, but also the broader patterns in your life. This event also impacts emotions in a very direct way. You might feel sudden waves of empathy, moments of surprise at someone's kindness, or even an unexpected tension in places you assumed were safe. That's the energy at work, showing you which connections support your growth and which subtly hinder it. It's a guide helping you prioritize relationships that align with your evolving energy and gently step back from those that do not. The guidance here is about mindful presence. Listen more than you speak. Observe more than you judge. Take note of how your energy shifts around different people and environments. This awareness allows you to adjust naturally without force, ensuring that your interactions amplify your strengths instead of depleting them. Small conscious changes in how you show up can have cascading effects, creating harmony and clarity that resonates far beyond immediate moments. Both of these events, clarity and connection, work together. One brings internal insight. The other guides your external alignment. When you honor them, you begin to move through life with intention rather than habit. Every choice, every interaction, every quiet reflection becomes part of a larger tapestry woven with your own awareness and conscious energy. The fifth event encourages you to step back, observe, and recalibrate. It's about noticing where your focus has been scattered and gently pulling it toward what truly matters. The sixth event is about how that clarity manifests in your relationships, your influence, and your ability to harmonize with the people around you. Together, they offer an opportunity to cultivate a life that feels coherent, energized, and in flow. In practical terms, you can start small. Take moments throughout your day to pause and check in with your priorities. Notice where your energy is being pulled and whether it aligns with your intentions. Observe your interactions and see how you respond when faced with tension or joy. These small acts of awareness create shifts that compound over time, slowly reshaping your life into one of alignment and ease. Think of these events as gentle waves reshaping the shoreline. Each ripple may seem small alone, but together they smooth rough edges, move debris, and create new patterns where sand, water, and light meet. The fifth and sixth events are your inner and outer waves, your clarity and your connections. By paying attention, you allow both to work together, creating the conditions for your growth in ways that are noticeable yet subtle, profound yet accessible. As these energies unfold, you may also notice shifts in your habits and routines. Things that once felt automatic might begin to feel off, prompting you to experiment with new ways of approaching your work, your passions, or your daily flow. This is a time for conscious experimentation, not forced change, but small steps guided by awareness. Even minor adjustments can create momentum that carries you into a more aligned state of being. By allowing yourself to move with these two events, you begin to experience the power of intentional living. The clarity from the fifth event helps you see what truly matters, while the sixth event gives insight into how to carry that awareness into your relationships and actions. Together, they create a cycle of understanding, alignment, and personal growth that continues to expand naturally without strain or artificial pressure. Every encounter, observation, and quiet moment becomes a tool for reflection. By choosing to act with awareness rather than autopilot, you can integrate these energies fully into your life. It's a process that asks for attention, patience, and honesty with yourself. But the rewards are tangible. Calmer days, stronger connections, and a deeper sense of personal alignment. Even though these energies can feel intense at times, they are supportive rather than punitive. They are here to teach, guide, and illuminate. By embracing both the fifth and sixth events, you allow the universe to act as a mirror, showing you where to focus, where to release, and how to move forward in a way that feels both natural and empowering. The ripple effect is subtle but powerful. As your clarity grows, your actions become more intentional. As your connections align, your interactions carry more authenticity. You are no longer moving blindly. You are navigating your life with awareness, insight, and conscious energy. The seventh spiritual event brings the awakening of purpose. This isn't a loud moment or a sudden burst of inspiration. It comes quietly, almost like a whisper from within, reminding you that your life has deeper meaning than the routines you follow or the expectations you try to meet. This energy opens a new chapter where you start to see beyond what you do and begin to reconnect with why you do it. You may catch yourself questioning the real value of your time and effort. Why are you moving in a certain direction? What do you want your days to stand for? These are not burdensome questions. They are guiding ones. They don't demand immediate answers. They simply ask for honesty. Because when you begin to live with a clearer sense of purpose, even the smallest task gains depth, and ordinary moments start to feel more alive. This event moves through you like sunlight breaking through early mist. Steady, gentle, but impossible to ignore once you notice it. Spiritually, it reminds you that your path is not about chasing perfection or approval. It's about alignment, doing things that feel real, creating moments that reflect who you truly are. The more you act from that place, the more natural fulfillment begins to unfold. You might notice new ideas emerging or a pull towards something that once inspired you, but got lost under daily responsibilities. Maybe it's a forgotten passion, a creative urge, or a desire to help others in a meaningful way. This isn't coincidence. It's the universe reminding you of your unique imprint. Every soul has a role in the greater design, and this event helps you reconnect with yours. This energy also asks you to take gentle but honest inventory of what drains your motivation. Maybe you've been doing too much for the sake of others or staying in cycles that bring little joy. This isn't about guilt. It's about awareness. You're being shown where to redirect your energy, where to simplify, and where to invest more heart. Think of purpose as a compass that always points toward truth. Even when life feels uncertain, your inner compass never disappears. It just gets buried under noise. This event clears that noise, allowing you to hear your own inner direction again. You'll begin to sense what belongs in your story and what's ready to fade out. That's the beauty of this awakening. It doesn't demand change overnight. It simply helps you remember who you've always been beneath everything else. The seventh event also influences relationships. When you rediscover your sense of purpose, you attract new kinds of people, those who align with your frequency, who understand without explanation, who support without condition. You might find certain bonds deepening while others naturally drift away. Don't resist this flow. It's life reorganizing itself around your new awareness. The eighth spiritual event is about renewal and forward movement. After weeks of emotional clearing and inner reflection, This energy enters like a breath of fresh air, light, refreshing, filled with quiet optimism. It doesn't erase what you've been through. Instead, it gives meaning to it. Every realization, every change in your awareness now comes together to help you move forward with balance and clarity. This event feels like standing at the doorway of something new. You might not see the full picture yet, but you can sense that a shift is unfolding. Projects you once delayed suddenly feel possible again. Ideas that seemed too far away now feel within reach. This is the universe's way of saying you're ready. Spiritually, the 8th event represents renewal. Not starting over, but starting fresh from where you are. It's about integrating all that you've learned into how you live, speak, and choose. Every decision, no matter how small, carries a new vibration now. One shaped by awareness rather than repetition. You may notice that your priorities shift during this period. What once felt urgent now feels unnecessary. What once seemed impossible now feels within reach. This isn't fantasy. It's focus. Your energy is finally syncing with your intentions. This is also the time to take gentle action. Not rushed movement, not chasing results, but intentional steps toward what matters. Think of it like planting seeds in freshly tilled soil. You don't need to force growth. You simply tend, trust, and nurture. Every effort counts when it comes from a clear heart. As renewal takes hold, you might also sense gratitude blooming in small, unexpected moments. You might look around and realize how far you've come, not because everything is perfect, but because you are more aware, more centered, more connected to what truly matters. Gratitude is one of the most powerful anchors during this phase. It keeps you grounded in the present while inviting even more abundance to flow. The 8th event also opens space for courage. This is when you are called to take steps that once felt too uncertain, speaking your truth, starting something new, or releasing something that no longer fits your growth. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's quiet confidence, a simple decision made from calm conviction. This event brings that kind of courage, steady, trusting, rooted in faith rather than fear. These final 2 events, purpose and renewal, are deeply connected. One reveals your why and the other empowers your how. Together, they complete the circle that began with the earlier energies of clarity, emotion, balance, and connection. What started as inner awareness now becomes tangible movement. You're no longer standing at the edge of change. You're walking into it. The guidance from these energies is straightforward but profound. Trust what draws your attention naturally. The ideas that keep returning to you are not random. They are directions from your higher awareness. If you keep sensing that you're meant to learn something new, explore it. If you feel guided to slow down, listen. Life is not a race. It's a rhythm. And these energies help you find yours again. It's also a time to let go of comparison. The renewal event reminds you that everyone's path unfolds differently. You're not late. You're not early. You're on time for your own journey. Instead of looking outward, look inward and ask, what can I nurture today? That question alone can shift everything. Today, something inside you is beginning to rise, not in chaos, but in quiet strength. It's that deep awareness that you've crossed through moments that once confused you, tested you, and reshaped how you see yourself. You're not standing where you were before. You've been moving toward this point all along. And now the path ahead feels wider, clearer, more aligned with who you are becoming. This is the point where reflection turns into realization. The pieces that once felt scattered now start to connect. The confusion, the uncertainty, the doubts, all of them were teaching you something important about endurance and trust. You've learned that clarity doesn't always arrive with fireworks. Sometimes it comes through a quiet decision to keep going, even when nothing guarantees the outcome. That persistence has shaped a new kind of confidence, not loud but powerful. You've walked through energy that has rearranged your priorities, refined your emotions, and reminded you that your inner balance matters more than outside noise. Every small moment of awareness has built a bridge toward this turning point. And as you stand in this space, you can almost sense the universe pausing, not to test you, but to recognize you. You've done the inner work that most people avoid, and that courage has opened the next stage of your journey. Your story is no longer about what happened before. It's about what you're creating now. You've learned to stop chasing answers and start living them. You understand that growth isn't about forcing change. It's about allowing it. Giving yourself permission to evolve without apology. That realization alone carries more power than any prediction or sign. It's the difference between waiting for life to shift and becoming the one who moves it. The turning point doesn't come with grand symbols. It's made of simple awareness, the kind that changes how you walk, how you speak, and how you respond to what once threw you off balance. It's knowing that your peace no longer depends on things outside of you. It's realizing that your voice has weight, your energy has influence, and your choices shape more than just outcomes. They shape reality. And yes, the moon warnings you heard earlier were never meant to scare you. They were reminders to pay attention, to trust that the cycles above are mirrors of the cycles within. You've been learning how to read those signs not as limits but as guides. The lunar rhythm has been showing you that endings and beginnings always travel together. And now as that rhythm continues, you're standing in the space where one phase dissolves and another begins. Cleaner, lighter, ready to expand. Everything you've experienced up until now has been preparation. Every emotion, every pause, every decision that didn't make sense in the moment was building something deeper. You're stronger not because you avoided struggle, but because you moved through it with awareness. You've developed an inner language, one that doesn't need approval to feel valid. You know what peace means for you now, and that knowledge can't. The beauty of this moment is that it doesn't rely on luck. It's built on alignment. You've earned this balance through awareness, through patience, through quiet persistence. You're not the same person who started this journey. You've grown sharper, wiser, more grounded in what matters. And as you move forward, life will mirror that strength back to you. So take a breath, stand tall, and recognize what this moment truly represents. Not an ending, not a waiting room, but a powerful beginning. The turning point isn't something that happens outside of you. It's happening within you in your choices, in your awareness, in the calm certainty that you are exactly where you need to be. This is your alignment, your proof that all the inner work was worth it. The time for reflection has passed. The time for steady movement begins now, and every step from here on will carry the energy of everything you've learned. Truth, balance, and quiet power moving together as one. Today marks the point where everything you've learned begins to come together. The journey through these energies has guided you closer to truth, to alignment, to understanding the rhythm of your own path. The signs above were never random. They were invitations to grow, to look deeper, to move with purpose instead of fear. The lessons have been clear. Awareness brings direction, and direction brings strength. The moon's warnings have served their purpose, reminding you to stay awake to what's happening around and within. Now it's time to take those insights and live them. Transformation doesn't wait for perfect timing. It begins the moment you decide to act. What happens next depends on how you carry this awareness forward, how you choose to use the wisdom that's been unfolding. Growth asks for consistency, not speed. It asks you to stay open, to keep trusting even when outcomes aren't visible yet. The universe has already shown its support. It's waiting for your participation. The next step may not be easy, but it's meaningful, and that's what matters. Every bit of reflection, every spark of clarity, every decision made with intention shapes the path ahead. Now it's your turn to respond to this message. Share what's been resonating with you in the comments or type, "I'm ready to set your intention for what's next." Stay connected to this channel for guidance through the coming changes. There's more unfolding soon, and you'll want to be prepared. Like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's ahead. The journey isn't ending here. It's evolving.